better talk to my fans, my Benjamin Franklin's. A couple of grands, I got rubber bands, my paper planes making a dance. Dance, I'm like that's part of my rebuilding castles that's made out of. She's amazing, on fire blazing, hotter than Cajun. Girl, won't you move a little closer? Time to get this maximum wage that belong on a poster. I'm in the days that is waving at me like, damn it, I know you. You run the show like a hoster. Tell me whatever and I'll be your gopher. Spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down, down.
You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down.
From the top of the mountain, I watch her go. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to me. It's going down. From the top of the mountain, I watch her go. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to me. It's going down. Yeah, I'm spending my money. I'm out of control. And I'm wearing a crown, popping these bottles, watching they
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the home of the Cardinals, State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Denver Broncos and the Arizona Cardinals. Settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. Off we go from Glendale. Melton now to return. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line. It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Murray now going to throw to open. A short one here, caught by McBride. And they will finally run him down. A huge play right off the bat. 37 yards.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
They'll go again with Benson. And that'll give him the 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
On the run to the right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's in. What a try. Ted Ryman. Touchdown, Arizona. That is 1st touchdown this year.
I'll tell you what, Mike, this looks like a completely different offense from a week ago. They just couldn't get anything going. Their self-inflicted penalties, the opposing team really had their way with them. But they looked really sharp. They had a great opening script. They executed it to perfection. And then not only to sustain possession, Mike, but so important nowadays is to win those possessions in the red zone and come away with 6.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down. Shotgun. Here's Nix. That's caught right side. It's Franklin. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. 13 yards on that pass play. Good for a Denver first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. If you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Forced to his right, and he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Mims sent in motion here. That's taken in by Franklin. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, then on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball. Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back. As those offensive linemen.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Will Johnson.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ball game. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
Here's the first carry for the pick parlay. James Conner. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Murray now off the bootleg. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A pickup there of 25 yards. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
A draw to Benson. And a strong first down run. A pickup of 9. Setting up second and short.
A gain of 9. Brings up second and
1. Again, it's Benson. Able to slip one tackle, but not another. Will be fortunate to get this one back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. The Cardinals have the early edge in this one. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. Second quarter starts. Cardinals in possession of the football as they go to work on 1st and goal.
I know so. You can do it.
To throw is Murray. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Benson. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the 4.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Third and goal. Murray out to his right. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway. Jonah Ellis. He's in there for the sack, and that takes us to 4th and goal.
Arizona field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
Ryland's kick is good. And the Cardinals will extend to a 10-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
That ball's going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Will Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
Sets up a 1st down.
On the hole.
At the 1-yard line.
Connor will take this one in. It's a Cardinals touchdown. That is a dream scenario. The offense hands the ball 1st and goal, and Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Chad Wyman to kick off for Arizona.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. This one taken at the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 29-yard line.
Now flags fly. Looks like someone got going early, and it's going to turn into 1st and 15. Looking out of the gun, it's Nix. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. Now inside the 25. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will
was a big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed him. In this game, it looked like it was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? I mean, now it's up to their defense. Can they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive?
17, Broncos 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Melton now to return. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Play action. It's Murray. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. What a way to start this drive. A second big play. This one for 22. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Murray gonna hand this to Benson. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
Now give up the middle extension. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. On the handoff, it's Connor. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining here in this first half. We'll have more from Glendale after this. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Here's Murray. He's got his big tight end. Spraying it wide. Touchdown, Broncos. The tight end using the middle of the field. I got a tight end next to me who's caught 60 NFL touchdowns. Knows how to operate down in those spaces.
And that was my favorite place to operate, Mike. I always had this rule. The closer you got to the middle of the field, the worse they got at defending the pass. So that's where I wanted to work, and that's where this guy was working and leads himself to a touchdown.
Makes the score Cardinals 24, Broncos 7. Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And he finally gets forced out of bounds, but that was a fantastic return.
48-yard line.
first and 10. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Walter Nolan. He's in there for the sack. It's his third of the year.
And again, it's their inability to prevent negative plays. It's a big reason, Mike, why they find themselves trailing in this game. First play of the series, they already put themselves in a massive hole.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. He connects with Mims. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to look him over during the break. Third and long.
Let's go now. 70 left, 69, 69. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Working out of the gun, here's Stidham. Got it into the hands of Mims. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop as they'll discuss what's to come. Fourth down looming.
Mike, I can tell you firsthand, when you take the field on your opponent's side of the 50, there's a lot of optimism and hope that this is going to be a touchdown scoring drive. So, nice job here by the defense, holding strong and defending this short field.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down.
Here we go. 72. Cut 19. Cut 19. Warrior 70. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, it's Stidham. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
So I'm not sure if this is miscommunication or just bad execution, but either way, this is a ball that just needs to be completed. I mean, it's fourth down, money moment. You've got to be good in these critical situations, and when there's opportunities for plays to be made, you got to make them.
Oh, they left the tight end wide open in the middle of the field. They're going to work this down inside the 45. His fifth catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. Out of the pistol, it's Murray. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Again, it's Murray. Here's a screen set up for Benson. This will not do the trick. They stopped it behind the line. Fourth down coming up. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Stidham gonna throw on first down. That is brought in downfield by Sutton. Broncos gonna signal for their third and final timeout as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's go. Hawk 7, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Throwing On first down, it's Stidham. That's caught left side by Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Ran a shotgun. It's Stidham. That's swung out to Harvey. And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
79 Broncos. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Third and short. Here's Stidham. Moving outside the pocket. He'll try to run for it.
Good awareness there on third down. He's thinking there's nothing there. Tuck it and head for the sticks. He's able to get the first down himself, avoid any big contact. And the biggest thing is he keeps the drive alive.
4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Denver.
Set to go.
Take that pain, pass it down like photos on the wall. Mama said her dad's to blame, but that's his daddy's fault. Oh, there's no one left to call. You stay up counting down the days till you make your escape, but you're afraid you cannot run what's running through your veins. Oh, dead of night on that broken road, I won't let you walk alone. Oh, my brother.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. They'll go play action with Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. A short throw to Ingram. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. To throw, here's Nix. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. That's caught by his tight end, Kylan Branson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 33 yards that time. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his...
And he'll get in! Touchdown, Denver! R.J. Harvey, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Cardinals nothing.
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Trey McBride, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. But you look at this Bronco defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield, marking down at the 49. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Throwing now is Murray. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions. In the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very 1st quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Walter Nolan coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
To throw is Nix. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here's Nix. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this 1st quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
Now the veteran workhorse. Here's James Conner. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from evening this one up. So how about that for your first carry of the game? Not bad.
How about that, and not bad at all. I think he earned himself a little bit more work, partner, because that's what you want from your number 2 or your number 3 running backs. You want him to come in with the fresh legs, give your team a little jolt, and he did it right there. Best way to lobby for more playing time? Have runs like that.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. We look at this Arizona defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
That's good for Broncos. First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Nix to the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. These two teams all tied after 1. Second and 7. Nick's going to give to Hardy. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And the Broncos first down. An 8-yard pickup.
Off the bootleg, here's Nix. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
With the dime looked on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now a 2nd and 10. Nix from the shotgun. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. Hang on now, we're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Bombers.
Now it's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing Nix. Over the middle, complete. It's Franklin. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Harvey. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Nick's going to keep this himself. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
It is certainly becoming rare about the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Toss to Harvey, running right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
From the gun on 3rd down. Nix. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 5. Murray going to throw. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Murray now. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Once more with Harvey. They find some open field here. Still moving. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 8. 110 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
first and 10. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
He's already found the end zone once in this half, and they do a nice job there pushing him backwards and denying his bid for a second score.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Go on. 2-2.
Now Murray. Now he's going to step up and run.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
1-2.
There's Murray. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Second and 10. Murray now to throw. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to run for it with Benson. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. From the gun, Murray. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. Well, he showed a little athletic juke, but then the daylight quickly closed.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4. at the Broncos' 11-yard line.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline. Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle, but give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. This will be swung out here for Connor. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
To throw is Murray. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 49 yards.
I don't care what level of football you play. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go long and hope someone would come free.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Murray again. This is Connor.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 9. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And 9 yards
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And that is incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
40-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
This taken in at the goal line. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
To throw, here's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
They'll go play action with Nix. Room past the 35.
As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
On play action, here's Nix.
A short throw to Ingram. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They run straight ahead with Harvey.
And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
To throw is Nix.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of it.
They'll take it. Just I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
What?
Here's Murray. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Throwing now is Murray. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
56 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Right back to Connor here on 1st. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw, it's Murray. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
20. Broncos 17.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Denver.
Off the play fake. Here's Nix. He gets this into the hands of Harvey.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So from the 37, here's a second down and 9. Now it's Nix. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Franklin. Down the left sideline. And all the way home for Broncos score. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos answered back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And Irving's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter.
Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. Calling no gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Murray going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
On first down, back to Harvey.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Here's Nix.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sutton. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Nix to the air.
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Officially.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's 1st and 10.
Murray now.
Sherwood here, caught by McBride.
And they get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. First and 10. Now Murray. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Here's first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Murray to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Connor. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
This is first and 10.
Hey.
From the gun, a give to Connor.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick the blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Here's second down.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. And now all of a sudden, the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
At the 16-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
Back to throw. Murray.
That's complete left side to Gray.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Murray. That's pulled in by Wilson.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up third
Going hurt.
Here now, third down.
They'll try and run forward with Connor. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
Now first and goal.
Yeah.
Connor. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now Connor on the toss left side. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow, wow.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Able to find Mims. And he will get out of bounds to stop the clock as he picks up maybe 8, and that's all.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Harvey.
And he'll manage to get out of bounds. It's a 1st down, and the clock stops with just over 20 seconds to play.
That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down.
Captain.
He's back to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Will Johnson.
And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Arizona, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year.
And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah.